Breaking news. The French ex-president Nicolas Sarkozy has been jailed for 5 years. He was jailed for 5 years for taking Gaddafi's money. Now, in 2007 until 2012, he was the French president. Now, in order to get his presidential campaign going, he basically double-crossed Gaddafi. He lied to Gaddafi that he was going to help change his image to the West, because the West had already decided that Gaddafi was going to be gotten rid of. And he went behind the back of the West and told Gaddafi that he was willing to help him launder his image so that the West can look at him favorably. And in the meantime, he took Gaddafi's money in order to fund his campaign. Not only that, his wife, Carla Bruni, has also been charged for the same offense of fraud and basically it's all murky, okay? It's all dirty and filthy. And if you've ever watched a documentary on Netflix about the billionaire woman, so she's the heiress of L'Oreal, and she had dementia and she was senile, and a group of men surrounded her, and they were basically stealing her money. So they would come to her and they would say things like, I want a new yacht because mine is broken, so I'm looking for 20 million. And she would just give them. And he, in a weird sort of way, his name kept coming up from the group of men that were literally fleecing this very old woman of her money until her children intervened, because she had fallen out with her children until they intervened. So to cut a long story short, Nicolas Sarkozy is going to be jailed. The ex-French president is going to be jailed because of taking Gaddafi's money. Gaddafi, you know what? Your long arm is reaching these, can I say it on here? Bastards.
You see, this is what happens. This is the end result when you have a system that works. When you have institutions that are running. When you have people of merit, people of credibility. When the law does not care who you are. The law belongs to everybody, irrespective of their political affiliation, their political class, their status, their financial muscle, their religion, their gender, but the law will be applied accordingly. This is a former president, and he's been found culpable in regards to corruption, and he's going to serve a jail time. Now tell me, this is a developing country. This is a developed country. It's a first world country. Now, can something like this happen in Kenya or in Africa? Let's just be honest. It can't. It simply cannot happen because our system is rigged. Our process is meant to protect those who break the law and frustrate those who have been affected. And that's the sad reality. Justice is for the rich. The law is for the poor. And it's supposed to be one is innocent until proven guilty. But in Kenya, you are guilty until proven rich. Yes, money talks. And that's why the political class are able to get away with their crimes. And not only get away with their crimes, they are able to do things with impunity, because they know at the end of the day, they will just get a slap on the wrist. Nothing will happen. There'll be a lot of hue and cry from the public, but it will fizzle out. The three arms of government are all a cesspool of corruption: the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary. Our institutions have been watered down. Those that are tasked to lead our institutions are not there because of meritocracy. They are basically there as a result of political patronage, political horse trading, and gerrymandering. Look at the EACC. Why can't we not invigorate it? Why can't we not make it robust? They only have powers to arrest. Why can't we add them more powers to investigate, to arrest, and to prosecute? Why are we watering down these institutions? Look at the ODPP. The EACC arrests, hands over to the ODPP. What does the ODPP do? They drop the ball. They play selection. They decide which case will go ahead and which one will be dropped. Because they are simply not doing their work. They have been weaponized and politicized to go after those who have a divergent or contrary opinion against the government, against dissidents, those who do not agree with the government. Now, you see, that's the problem. When you have politics in these institutions, they become porous, they become permeable, weak. Some of these offices are independent. Holders of these offices enjoy tenure of office, but because of too much politicization, they can achieve nothing. They are weaponized to go against those who do not agree with the government. And that is why slaying the dragon of corruption will remain a hassling task. Yes. Until the day we get somebody, and I mean not anybody, the head of state, who has the will, who has the balls to slay that dragon, then believe me, corruption will remain a cancer. And a cancer that is very malignant. There's nothing the French have done. They haven't prayed. It's not a miracle, but it's simply that they have the willpower to fight against corruption. It just needs the willpower. It's not rocket science. It's not rocket science. It's just having the willpower to go after the corrupt. And we just need to make an example of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. And let us not go for the low-hanging fruits. Let's go for the big fish, the economic saboteurs, the people who are pilfering billions. Money meant for our healthcare, money meant for our education, money meant for development, infrastructure, social amenities. Those are the people we need to go through. We cannot keep on chasing the small fish, people taking 50 shillings, people who have forged certificates to get a job. Yes, also those ones we can go for them, but our priority is to go for those who are making this country hemorrhage profusely when it comes to corruption. We are losing billions in corruption, and you don't mean to tell me that we cannot prune, we cannot tame and do away with this vice. We can, but we just lack the willpower, the initiative. That is what we lack. It's not rocket science. You don't need a PhD to fight corruption. You don't need a master's to fight corruption. You just need the willpower and the dedication, and not having the fear, being courageous, even if it means going after your family, your cronies.
So France's ex-president has been jailed for 5 years in prison because of taking Gaddafi money. So this is what happened. He promised Gaddafi that he can clean up his image to gain favor from the West. He told Gaddafi that he is going to talk to the West so that they can start changing their mind about Gaddafi, so that they can say that Gaddafi is a very good person. You know, the West did not like Gaddafi because of everything that he was doing in Africa, and also Gaddafi was not listening to the West. So Gaddafi was just trying to change Africa for the best. So this guy approached Gaddafi and told him that he should pay him in order to change the Western mind so that they can start liking Gaddafi. So instead of just helping Gaddafi, he took this money and used this money for his election campaign. Can you believe this? So he did not help Gaddafi at all. Gaddafi just wanted help so that maybe to get all these Western countries out of his bag, because they were going after him. They wanted to unalive him, and Gaddafi did not want to die. So he just listened to this France ex-president, thinking that he is going to help him, but he did not do anything. He just took his money and used it for his own campaign, for his own benefit.
Hey, finally, they are taking the French criminal to prison. Look at him here. This is Nicolas Sarkozy, this man I talked to you guys about, who took the life of our dear Muammar Gaddafi. Today, most people thought that it was a charade. Guys, I really don't care if he's going to spend 1 day in prison. All what I care is, finally, his name is going down in history that he is a criminal. And today we can call him a criminal with our bold chest, because even the laws of his land have declared him a criminal. Sarkozy, as you see here today, is walking straight to prison. I don't care if the prison is going to be a mansion. All I know is he is a criminal, and by the law, he is going to prison. Now, we know that we wanted like a death penalty, right? We didn't get that. But guys, it is not over. It is not over. Those Africans whose lives he took, because those 3,000 souls that were taken away from the people of Ivory Coast because of the post-electoral chaos that happened way back in 2010, they are going to haunt him till the last day of his life. So this is just the first part, guys. This is just the first step to the multiple punishments that is going to fall on him ceaselessly like rain. So again, Sarkozy, who thought that he was untouchable, that he was a demigod on earth, today is being led to prison, is being escorted to prison by French forces. Chapeau. Merci beaucoup. Je veux savoir ce que vous en pensez dans les commentaires. Let me know what you think in the comment section.
Former French President Nicolas Sarkozy began serving a 5-year prison sentence on Tuesday after being found guilty of seeking illegal campaign funding from Libya for his 2007 presidential run. AFP reporters saw Sarkozy leaving his Paris home hand in hand with his wife, singer Carla Bruni, before getting into a car escorted by police motorbikes. The moment marked the beginning of a historic and humiliating downfall for one of France's most prominent political figures. Sarkozy, who led France from 2007 to 2012 as a right-wing president, has now become the first former head of state from a European Union country to serve time behind bars. The court found him guilty of criminal conspiracy for attempting to secure millions of euros in funding from the regime of the late Libyan leader Muammar Gaddafi. Investigators say the money was secretly funneled to support his presidential campaign, violating French campaign finance laws. Despite consistently denying all allegations, Sarkozy has faced a series of legal challenges over the years related to his presidency and campaign finances.
Na hiyo kifo ya Raila ni kama flood, maji, mafuriko. Itaosha ujinga mingi, both Central na Nyanza. Pale Central kuna leaders huwa hawafanyi anything. Siasa yao tu ni wena goma, Raila ni modo mogoroki, jaruo geke. Kama ufanyi kazi raundi, hauna chance. Kazi yako inakuwa kutaja Raila ndio upate kuelektiwa. Home direct bila job raundi. Home pale Nyanza kuna watu wanakuwa wameshikilia koti ya Raila hivi. Miauru baba. Baba konyo teach baba malo. Kuna kitu kama hiyo. Raundi bila job. Home. Hiyo kifo ya Raila naenda kuosha upuzi mingi kwa ground. Wena modo kweri. Jaruo geke. One mwamako baba. Watu konyo baba malo. Kuna hiyo siasa raundi.
Hi Kenyans, mi sina maneno mingi. All I want to say is Ruto must go. Like yesterday. Bye.
Ati black chocolate ni fine melanin bana kutoka nikapate. Kanapenda kenye mi wanapenda, so kanapenda toto chupa na hali ya nono.
Madam na kudai, umedunga mini na unapenda mangwai. Una dance fit, unawacha nikismile. Ama niko high, jua life ime nice.
Kono moja mbele, gine yende rembe. Baila, yoni.
Enyewe Ruto must go. Enyewe Ruto must go. By the way, Ruto must go. Enyewe Ruto must go. Wash fire, Ruto must go. Enyewe Ruto must go. By the way, Ruto must go.